Hey parents, welcome to Camp Vertical, week number 4. We can't wait to welcome your kid out to all the fun and adventure that this week is going to entail for them. I want to give you a couple of reminders and give you a heads up as to some important things that will be happening this week so that you're in the know and you can continue conversations at home. First, a couple of tips on making your child's experience the best it can be. First, would you do us a favor and walk them to the check-in counter every morning? Make sure they get a wristband, make sure their lunch is taken care of, and then you can leave and go along with your day, and they're really ready and set for their day at camp. Second, we do a lot of walking long distances and running around, and if you could have shoes on your child that they could do that easily in, preferably shoes with a back, it'll help them because their legs will hurt a lot less at the end of the day, and it'll help us because some very simple injuries, ankle injuries, foot injuries happen when we don't have the right kind of footwear. So if you could pay attention to that, that would be great. Third, it's going to be a little bit warm. We're into July now, and please know that your child can bring a water bottle. They don't have to, but if they want to have water with them at all times, we encourage them to bring a water bottle so that they can keep hydrated on some of these warm days. And then something new, we offer the opportunity for you to do early pickup if there's appointments or events that you have scheduled. But in between the moments of 3:10 and 3:30, we won't be able to do early checkout because of the transitions that are happening at the end of the day. So if you're going to pick your child up for an appointment, please make it before 3:10. Otherwise, please make use of our regular checkout process. Now, one of the most important things we do every day is we come into this room that I'm in, the amphitheater, and we talk about who God is and how he wants us to be. And this week, we're going to dig into the story of an amazing Bible character, and that's the character of Moses. And we're going to start on Monday talking about how he was in a basket, and he was hiding from the officials and the government who wanted to kill all the baby boys, and that even in that place where he was hidden, God knew who he was and had an amazing plan for his life. And then the second day, we go to a grown-up Moses who wanted to try to save his countrymen who were slaves in Egypt, but he wanted to do it his way, and how that backfired on him, and how we can many times try to do things our own way, and how we can understand that God's ways are always better, and we can pay attention to those. On Wednesday, we're going to look at the plagues and how God uses unique things, even strange things, to rescue his people. And we're going to look at what Jesus did, the very Son of God, a strange thing, that the Son of God would come from heaven to earth to rescue us. And we're going to talk about that. On Thursday, we're going to look at another part of the story, and that is the journey that the Israelites took out of the country of Egypt, and how all along the way of that journey, God included amazing things such as manna and fire in front of them, a cloud behind them, and water from rocks, and how they could see wonders along the way, and how if we pay attention to the journey that we're on, God does those same things in our lives every day. And then on Friday, we're going to talk about something that you and I would normally understand just as basics in Scripture, the 10 Commandments. But we're going to look at them a little bit differently, not as rules that we have to rigidly abide by, but a loving God looking at us and saying, hey, you've come out of a nation of Egypt where they lived in a way that I don't want them to live, and you've gone through the desert, and there's people there that live in a way that I don't want them to live, and so let me tell you a better way to live, a way that helps you live in a way that more towards what I created you to be, and less towards people who serve themselves. And so we're going to look at the 10 Commandments and how they are a better way to live. And so I hope this will help you understand that we're starting a conversation that you can continue at home. We're excited to have your kid out here this week. And if we can ever be any help, please email the camp office, call the camp hotline. We'll help you as quickly as possible. See you next week.